Sorry. Hey everybody, how we doing tonight? We are making, or I should say Phil is making our dinner, and we're using the 12-inch cast iron skillet, making some venison steaks. So he's had them marinating and with some rosemary and some other seasonings. You can hear the sear in there. He'd already warmed up the skillet.
Yeah, so I got some garlic in here, I got some rosemary, and then I have some Worcestershire sauce, soy sauce, and some olive oil. And so, you know, cooking with cast iron is easy, it really is. I put about a tablespoon or two of butter down in there. I'm shaking the steaks around so that they don't stick, but they get a nice sear. And then I'm using the edge of the skillet to help me out. So I'm pushing the steaks along the edge of the skillet so that helps sear the sides. Because you really want to get all the sides of it seared. Now, once I get the sear in, I'm going to put some more butter in here. I'm going to put my aromatics in, and then I'm going to start basting. So let me turn this over and you'll see. Now look at that. I mean, I don't know how long it's been, but no time at all, and we got a nice initial sear going on all of these steaks.
And you warmed up the skillet how long?
I did, about 3 minutes. I warmed it up on high as it would go, and then I turned it down. Right now it's on about 6 or 7 on a 10 scale. And then what I'm going to do is I preheated the oven to 350. Okay, now I found that this works for all steaks. I make my ribeyes this way. I make my New York strips this way. I make my venison steaks this way. So you leave that up on high, and then we're going to deglaze this pan here in a little bit with some. We're going to deglaze the pan here in a little bit with some wine. But anyway, I preheat the oven to 350, and then I'm going to shove this in the oven once I get all the edges seared. So, and why do we sear it? We sear it because we want to seal in all the yummy, great juices associated with the steak. So, got a couple more sides to sear here. We're going to put the aromatics in now. We're going to put some more butter in. And I'm going to drop in this olive oil and some of the soy sauce. Now that steam, it's not burning. And that steam is because of the temperature. And that's basically doing kind of a flash fry.
So heating up your skillet before you put your steaks in and stuff, that's what gives that quick sear. Also, too, we had the steaks sitting out at room temperature for about 30 minutes before putting them in the pan. So that way you're not having to take it from a 40-degree temperature up to, 120 for beef?
I would cook these to about 140.
140. Oh, that's right, 40 to 140, danger zone.
Now these smaller steaks are going to be a little more well done. Typically what I would do is...
Take them out now.
I'll take these out now because these bigger, thicker steaks are going to need to cook a little bit longer.
And we do ours medium rare.
Yep. And this makes the perfect medium rare. It really does. So then the other thing we're going to do is we're going to get these... We're going to get these finger things here. Okay.
The microwave grips.
Yep, the microwave grips. And we're going to pull. Oh yeah, that's perfect.
You want a plate?
Nope. We're going to set these right on there. Like that.
Just pulling the baked potatoes out of the oven.
Go. We're going to close that up. We're going to finish this sear off. put this down in there like that. Like that. Oh man, you should smell this rosemary. This rosemary is smelling really good. It's perfect. So there we go. Now, this is going to go in the oven for no more than 5 minutes. If you leave it in for longer than 5 minutes, it's going to overcook your steaks. So that goes in there on a 350. We're going to go 5 minutes. Start. We're going to turn that off. Now, when I take that out, you want to let your steaks rest for equal time than what you cook them. So we cook them for about 5 or 8 minutes. We're going to let them rest for 5 or 10 minutes. That's going to soak all those juices and all that niceness back inside to the steaks, and that's going to keep them nice and moist. Okay, well, so much for that. We're going to, there we go.
Patrick waving it off.
Yeah, no, our friend Patrick's going to wave it off. So that's pretty much it. That's how I make my steaks. You can make any kind of steaks that way. I hope you like this video, and if you have any questions about different kinds of meats, pork, chickens, how to use the cast iron skillet, or just general cooking proteins in general, let us know.